All right, I'm back for DustCS's ongoing coverage of ESL Challenger Atlanta, and RMR JBA following their 2-0 win over Audic to make day two. So to start, a pretty comprehensive win for you guys against the Brazilian underdogs. How's the team feeling coming out of that match?
Feeling confident for tomorrow. We knew they weren't like the strongest opponents, but we did prepare for them, and yeah, it's a good win.
So yeah, definitely a good win overall. I think especially on Ancient, with it being a little bit closer than the first match, you guys did still seem in control. And it was especially a good game from the veteran Stanislaw and Sonic. I wanted to ask you about Stanislaw. He's not someone who does a lot of interviews and stuff, so you're probably the player who knows the most about Stanislaw because you've been playing with him now for 15 months. When you started playing with him on Forsaken, so what's it been like working with Stanislaw, a famous, relatively famous NAIGL for a year and a half now?
He picked me up to Forsaken with like no experience of me. Like one day he just like said, "Come join the team." I did, and he's taught me so much about the game, so much about like out of game stuff, in game stuff, just everything. And it's been a pleasure playing with him.
And with that as well, it's now been around a year since you joined Wildcard, having joined in November of last year. So you've been a pro now for a whole year. What's it been like to make that transition from being a semi-pro who's playing on teams like X13, Forsaken, and all of that, now to being a player who's flying around the world playing in all of these international lands?
Not much has changed, to be honest, with my mindset. I'm still playing as much as I used to, still like taking the game as serious as I used to. I'm still like full-time school. The only really change has been traveling and like not really living at home permanently.
With that as well, even though your experience may not completely reveal that, you've only been to 4 international lands. How do you feel like you're dealing with like the jitters and the stress of playing in front of a crowd? Is it something that comes naturally to you, or something you've had to sort of learn to overcome as a player?
Definitely now I don't really get nervous, I'd say. My first land that I was nervous at was the RMR. I was shaking in that land. But I played soccer for like 14 years. I always had that competitive drive. I kind of got my nerves like gone after playing soccer for that long and playing on the like biggest stage that I could then. So it kind of comes naturally to me at this point.
And you're a player overall, I think, that has had a lot of excitement behind him as one of the one of the stronger players that come up in this new generation. Players like you, players like Lake, players like Swisher. How do you feel you develop your game as a player since making that transition into Tier 2?
I don't really think my game's like style has changed a lot from when I first started playing the game. I think the only thing that changed is the experience is a big fucking thing for me. Getting experience, land experience at this point. My aim's always been my strong point throughout my whole career, so that's what I lean back on the most, but yeah.
And you and Stanislaw are the 2 remaining players from the original, NA wildcard lineup. Has the culture in the team changed now that you have Vin, Sussman, Fuzi on the squad as well?
Yeah, right when we picked them up, I could tell there's like a more hardworking and like ambitious feel to the team, and whenever we play scrims, practice, we're always trying to fix every single little thing that we can, and it's something that I didn't really see in like any full American lineup I've ever had.
So it's been I'm sure then it's been a real culture shock. And with that, you guys have developed a healthy rivalry against M80. It's definitely been an intense relationship at times, real back and forth battle. And at Atlanta as well, we're going to have that back and forth battle. You lost to them today to start your run here at Atlanta. You're going to take them on tomorrow to make your way into playoffs. How's the team feeling about that matchup against M80 tomorrow? Are we going to see more from the squad in a best of 3 format?
Yeah, I definitely think we will. Today, honestly, the score doesn't really show how close it was. We started off really slow, 0-7 on CT side Ancient. It's really hard to come back with. I don't think we went up pistol round either, so I definitely think we're really confident going into tomorrow's match. We beat them online. It's not LAN. We have never beat them on LAN before, so we're excited.
And then one more question before I let you go. I've been asking everyone about the RMR because it's the big thing in the back of their minds. It's only 38, 37 days away now. You said you were really nervous at that last RMR and because the pressure was so high. What are your expectations now for this RMR, the Shanghai RMR? Now you have a stronger squad, you're more experienced, and the team's all around in a better spot. Will we be seeing Wildcard go to the major? Do you think?
I truly think that we can make the major 100%. At this event, we sadly don't have Fuzi, which is probably our best player. He's the most strongest. He's really vocal. He's a really big part of our team, and I mean, yeah, we're just trying to prepare as much as for me. I can't say how nervous I'll be, but I don't think it'll be that bad.
All right, so that's a JBA. They've stayed alive in the tournament, and they'll be back in action tomorrow against M80 for one NA team to make playoffs. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll let you guys get ready for that match.